An Abuja-based NGO, Public and Private Development Center (PPDC), is to train National Youth Service Corps members and 150 private lawyers for legal aid services in courts across the country. Mr. Kenechukwu Agu, Senior Program Manager of the center, in an interview with the News Agency of Nigeria (NAN) in Abuja, said 10 corps members would be taken from each state of the federation. In addition, the Center Program Manager said the initiative was part of the objectives of the organization, which was set up to ensure citizens' participation in the nation's governance. According to him, the organization has written to the management of NYSC to release 10 lawyers who are currently serving in each state of the federation.
The PPDC, which is Public and Private Development Center, is the 20-year-old plus non-profit and non-governmental organization. It was set up in 2003, basically at that time to ensure that there is transparency in our procurement system, that there is citizens' participation in governance. So essentially the aim of setting up the organization at that time was to make sure that Nigerian citizens become part of the governance process. Manpower funding, very critical. And I must say they are not fully equipped in terms of numbers. They are not fully equipped in terms of funding. That is why we are also partnering with the Legal Aid Council on this our project. We are partnering with them because the Legal Aid Act mandates them to be in charge of provision of legal aid services. Right, so in the states where they have maybe 3, 4, 5 lawyers, we are looking at recruiting over 150 lawyers to provide pro bono services across the state. So we are complementing what they are doing. They've tried their best over the time, but we can see that it's just overwhelming. There is just a lot restrictions on what they can do given the existing circumstances around the nature of their work. There are 2 categories of people we are recruiting for this project. The first is corps members, corpers who are lawyers. So we have asked, we've written to NYSC and they've agreed to give us 10 lawyers in each of the states who are serving. For the 1 year of their service year, they will be working with us full time. We'll pay salaries. We'll pay remunerations. Corpers are not allowed to receive salaries. We'll pay allowances. We'll take care of them for that 1 year. However, the 150 we talked about are lawyers who are doing private practice, who will volunteer to provide pro bono services under our project. For those ones, we can't pay them because they are pro bono lawyers. It's their commitment. But we're going to take care of all the logistics they need for the cases they are doing. And they'll be working with law clinics, law clinicians, student law clinics across the states where they are working. We are also going to train paralegals with the Legal Aid Council. We are going to train paralegals with our online legal aid, open access legal aid course. So anybody, whether you are a lawyer, a non-lawyer, you want to provide paralegal services, there is a lot that even non-lawyers can do to help decongest the custodial centers.